Alrighty then, what's going on there, people? Late night with ETX. Let me just check something real quick. Checkity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let me just double check something before I do my intro. Alright, we're good. We're good on this late night Wednesday night. Right? Right. Alright, what's up, peeps? Back again. It's 1:49 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time. Anyway, what's up, peeps? I am your host, ETX, and you are watching ETX Live. And tonight, this morning, it's actually Thursday now. Again, 1:50 in the AM. As the title says, what can I bring to the LCU? But before we get into that, just bear with me. I'm going to get into a couple little things real quick. I have the White Claws going. This is 3. Because, guess what? This isn't the first time that I went live tonight. I tried multiple times. Earlier, let's see, 4 hours ago, 4.5 hours ago, closer to, I put out a post, a post notification saying that I was going to go live at 10 o'clock p.m. 4 hours ago. I go live, and nothing's happening. Basically, and then so it wasn't working, and I ended up giving, actually, before I say that, it wasn't working. I kept messing around with it, and then at 10:45, I attempted to go live. I don't know if it was the second time, third time, fifth time, what, and kept having issues. Basically, my computer updated, and I think it fucked up a bunch of settings. And I don't know, I need to figure out a way to lock in those settings so that way this doesn't happen again, because this has happened previously. There are 2 or 3 times to where I thought I was live, and I was just going on and on. Actually, I was really flowing. My new little intro that I did, and I was going from bing, bang, boom, one thing into the other, like I intended to. And just to realize, 5, 6, 7 minutes later, wait a minute, I'm not live. And then to stop, and then have to go back and delete it. And then I see like a multiple, 2, 3, 4. Every time I went to go live and thought I was live, all it did was schedule a stream. And I see like 4 ETX upcoming live. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm supposed to be live right now, not upcoming. What the fuck is this upcoming shit? I didn't schedule anything. I'm live now. But I wasn't. It was a fucking shit show. But then, like, a little bit of time went by, and I was like, all right, fine. I'm just going to wait, because this is around the time that I give Thor his medication anyway, which, by the way, go check out my last short and my last long form of Thor, because he has been surpassing Daddy in views and just everything. Like, Thor is the content right now. Thor's content is where it's at. Because the last short I posted of him, which was right before I went live earlier, I uploaded this video. I happened to glance down. I was like, what the? it was like at 2,500 views within like 3 to 5 minutes or something. Like within the first few minutes, I was like, "Whoa!" And periodically, typically, all right, this is how it is. My long form content, which is typically masks, or I haven't done too many comic stuff, even though I have thousands of comics in the other room. Uh, you know, collectibles, movie prop replicas, things like that. Those videos typically anywhere between 200 and like 1,000 if I'm lucky. There's a few random videos that just randomly skyrocketed. Well, for me, skyrocketed. Like there's a mask video, like The Mask, the movie. It has like close to has over 43,000 views for like no apparent reason. In fact, that night that I filmed it, I think that was like the third video I filmed that night, and I was like exhausted. I was tired, and I was like, my hair is all over the place. I'm just like, eh. And that's the video that has like the most views. It's like so fucking random. And then I know. My second most viewed video is the last 25th anniversary Corey Taylor mask video I did. That is the second. But aside from that, my views are anywhere from 20 to 5,000, 10,000, 12,000, and 143,000. But typically 200-300 in that range. My shorts, though, however, usually are all around 1,000 views. Typically, no matter what they are, but if they're involving Thor, they're on the higher side of that. It'll go over 1,000. It'll be, 1.2, 1.5, 1.8, and usually like cap there. But tonight I put this short up. Because I just happened to. I think this was in between trying to go live. He was just like hanging over the couch with his one arm, and he was just like falling asleep. And I was like, "Oh, your eyes are." He has the heavy eyes and stuff like that. And he just looks so cute. And I put it up, and then I go live, and I happen to look over, and it was at like 2.2 thousand or 2.3 thousand. I was like, damn. I think that was the most viewed short. I think there's one short also having to do with the 25th anniversary Corey Taylor mask. I think it has like the last time I looked at it had like over 10,000 views or something like that. But typically my shorts don't hit 2,000 views, let alone go over 2,000 views. And the last view count on it is 2.5 thousand. This happened probably, it got around 2 within like at least like the first few minutes, and then I'd say under 10 minutes it hit 2.5 and then capped. But I'm going to go ahead and show you that. So let me switch over. All right. We're going to go ahead and check this out. Let me just... There we go. There's my baby, my sweet boy. I'm not gonna resize it or anything. It's fine. It's in portrait anyhow. So make sure it's unmuted. And here we go. Look at my baby. He's a tired boy. He has the heavy eyes. He's so sleepy. Those eyes are so heavy. Yeah. Look at my baby. Look at that precious boy. Have you ever seen such a face in your life? No, you haven't. Look at Daddy's boy. Huh? Yeah. I love you, honey. Oh. My babe. Tired boys? Tired boyo? Doop. I love you. My son. My little son. My sweet boyo. Boop. My baby. Thor melts my heart. Look at my baby, my precious boy. Yeah, he is the bestest boyo ever. Um, Clearly, he's a Russian blue. He's about 5 years old, 5.5. Uh, the story of Thor. I'm not gonna get into full details. I think I'm gonna save that for a future video, along with something else I'm gonna mention. But in a nutshell, Thor is a rescue. I adopted him. He was rescued from a kill shelter. Him. A kill shelter. Whoever had him and did whatever they did to him, because when I say we, I mean me and my immediate family who know all about him, and his doctors, because I had to take him to an animal hospital, a really good animal hospital. He had like a team of doctors, neurologist. Thor has a neurologist. I don't have a neurologist. Thor does. And that's at one hospital. Then he has his primary vet. Like, he's a little popular guy here. And he's more popular than me, obviously. These fucking bastards dropped this perfect little angel at a goddamn animal jail, basically. I got him through an adoption agency through PetSmart, which their mission is to go around to these shelters to rescue these babies and take them to shelters, to which then they get adopted by people like me and you. Okay? The place that he was rescued from, well, damn, I'm about to tell the whole story here. I'm not going to. That deserves its own video. I don't know why I haven't done it at this point. Because Thor's in all my content. He's in my long form. He's in my shorts. He's on my live streams. It was, I'm trying to think of the where did they get him from? What's the word I'm looking for? Not a shelter. Oh my God, I'm having, you know what I'm talking about though. They took him from there. It's one of the places where if they're not, taken within like a week, they fucking kill them. Can you imagine the people that work there that kill these fucking innocent little... How can you do that? I mean, god damn. You gotta be an evil motherfucker. I don't understand it. And then, of course, you have sickos that work in places like that and just all sorts of shit, doing God knows what to them, and they have already had God knows what to them done to them before they even got there. Anyway, I adopted him through this rescue agency, and without any prior knowledge to any medical issues at all. Apparently, they didn't know, but I'm still not 100% there on that. But it's possible. I'm not going to get into all that. Like I said, I'm not going to get into details until I do the video about it because it is a story. It really is. Um, but within 24 hours of having them home, he started having seizures. Now, for those of you that don't know, seizures in felines is extremely rare. Very, very rare. Okay? It is not common by a long shot. All right? It's not. It's not. It's just not. After taking him all these places and talking to these doctors and neurologists and this and that and this and that, he has a form of epilepsy. But you still don't know what kind of epilepsy. If all these crazy other further testing was done, they're talking about doing a spinal tap. If I keep talking about it, I'm going to get emotional and pissed off. It's so, like, when I first happened, I couldn't believe it. I was, like, in disbelief. Um, uh, and even putting him through all that, you still wouldn't have any answers because you still won't know exactly what form of epilepsy he has. Apparently, it's the same with humans. I don't know, but I recall them saying that you could only rule out X, Y, and Z. So put him through all this that he may not even survive just to find out nothing. You still don't know. And yeah, actually, when I think about this, this is kind of a story. It's kind of crazy, and this is just one cat. Imagine. Anyway, the people that dropped him off at this place, I could fuck for real. I wouldn't think anything about it. I'd sleep better, probably. I would. Anyway, we think he was abused. Everyone I've talked to, I've come to the conclusion that he was abused and, like, scared to death, to which he started having these seizures out of fear. I'm going to start crying. I'm starting to get upset talking about it. Because when I first had him, he was afraid of everything. Every little noise. Just unbelievable. Like, there was this one day, so I bought my house new in cash outright. Now I'm getting a little personal, but same time, it was just about a month before I got him. Okay, where I'm at now, bought this house. My HVAC unit was the AC wasn't installed yet outside. Well, the morning that they came, which I didn't even know what time they were coming, it was just kind of random. I just started hearing, it sounds like they're fucking like, tearing the fucking house down. And he's scared to death. Running around hiding all this shit. Multiple seizures. I had to pick him up, carry him outside, go to my car, and leave. And drive away. And then he's scared from being in the car. Dude, it was fucking crazy ass shit like that. And that was like one instance. He's not scared of anything anymore, though. Because he found out with very short period of time that he's safe with daddy. And, and he's safe with me. And I protect him. And I take care of him. And then, slowly but surely, he wasn't afraid of anything. For a while there, he was still afraid of, like, thunderstorms. He still does, kind of, a little bit. He'll go under the couch, but sometimes, like now, he'll just be sitting there on the couch. Like, he's not really scared of anything anymore. However, the seizures that he has are, they can happen for different reasons. It can happen from external sources, like being scared into it or startled into it, or it can just happen just out of fucking nowhere. Like there's been so many times where he was just completely sleeping peacefully, all curled up, all cozy, wake up and go into a seizure. And then he would have, you know, a seizure here, a seizure there. But then every month and a half or so, he would have these cluster seizures, one after the other, after the other, after the other. One an hour, two an hour for a day, 2 days, 3 days, a day and a half, 2.5. It was fucking scary, scared to death, you know. And when you go in these seizures, I just hold him and okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm Besides that, I'm just saying too much about all this anyway. This really needs to be its own video, honestly. But it's just very traumatic, the whole thing. But now, good news. He rarely has seizures. The last ones that he had, it was from external sources. There's a combination of things, but the medication. So he takes two different medications, and so it's 4 pills a day that I give him orally in his mouth, physically. But I have it down pat now. I'll do it really quick. And this, apparently the seizures will never stop, but the medication and the regimen that he's on and everything will help control it. And it was a roller coaster to get it controlled in his body, in his system. But now it's nice and level in his system, and his seizures are far and few between. So, and it's just like a normal cat. Whatever. He's the bestest boyo ever. He's the sweetest, most nicest, gentle, very, very gentle. Like, he never nothing. He doesn't like being held too much, still to this day. And I'm thinking that, cats remember things. Cats are very intelligent, and Russian blues in particular are particularly intelligent. I have videos on my YouTube channel. Go look, where we're playing games, pushing a pencil back and forth. Not just like 2 or 3 times. I'm talking like 15, 20 minutes where he's just laser focused on it. Doot, 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 like Pong. Doot, doot, doot. But it's unbelievable and he just so focused on it. Push the pencil, rolls them, pushes it back. Go look at my videos, man. It's crazy. He's such a sweetheart. He really is. And it's very unfair, and it's very unfortunate, and he doesn't deserve it. He's a brave little boy. And he's 5 years old, but he's my baby, I got him, he was like 7 pounds. He was really skinny. He gained a few pounds since I had him. I don't know if he's like his weight is up and down a little bit, but I think he's like around 9 or 9 something, about that. And he's very active. I mean, normal things, zoomies 2-3 times a day, run like he's a cat. And the thing about seizures in cats, they don't have any memory of it happening. So, in other words, he can have a seizure and come out of it and just go back to whatever he was doing right before then, like nothing happened. Every time. And his seizures, when he does have them, they've consistently been between like 30 seconds to a minute. And I'm right there with him and holding him, and I rub him in his legs and all that. And some of them, because he'll go longer without having them, and then it seems like when he does start to have them, they're kind of like progressively more physical, and he'll get to more of that, like, not really convulsing, but like twisting up and like pushing around. Like, it's so I try and hold him, and so he doesn't hurt himself and things like that. And I worry when I'm at work or I'm gone, and it's, I have cameras in the house and everything, and anyway, uh, yeah. But right now, like I said, he's doing very well. He's just like a normal cat. We have our daily routines, and every time I come home from work, he greets me the same. We have our little routine of mushies and all loveys and all this stuff. I mean, really, anytime I leave the house and come back, or if he's just here, typically anytime he goes to sleep and then he wakes up, it's like, oh, hi, and so yeah, he's my little buddy, man. He's literally my best friend, and I don't say too much personal stuff on my channel here, but we really came into each other's lives at the most perfect time. Uh, we saved each other's lives. I can say that. Literally. Yeah, I mean, and all cats are different, I think cats are getting a better rap than they used to because of social media and stuff these days. But he doesn't just lay there and sleep. I mean, he's very active. He's very intelligent. He's very loving, very affectionate. Sleeps with me every day, every night. Lays down with me, cuddles with me. Like, he's just he loves going outside, and he's so, like, you guys don't even know, man. He's the best. I love him. So that is his name, Thor. Also ironic, and it was meant to be. So I'm of Scandinavian descent, among other things. I'm a mutt, not basically, I am. I'm half Norwegian, but then the other half is Sicilian, German, and Irish. Okay? But the Norwegian side, my ancestors are literally the Vikings. Okay? So already, I'm into the Nordic, the Nordic mythology, Odin, Thor, all that stuff. And then also, I'm very big into comic books and, all that stuff. And I like Thor as a character, and like, my phone is sitting on a Thor's hammer right now. Yeah, I'm using my phone, by the way. This isn't a webcam. I've talked about it before, but whatever. You wouldn't even know that if I didn't say it. But phones these days are top notch, so whatever. It looks better than most cams, I would say. His name was already Thor. I didn't name him that. So it was literally meant to be. And that's my little baby. He's like a boy. So that is kind of, I mean, that's almost the full story of Thor, but obviously not everything. I will do that in a future video, though. Like, way more details on everything. And again, those people, ooh, man, I could just fucking, ooh, I could just take a head and sleep completely fine. For real. I don't know how. I just don't. And to think of someone hurting him in any kind of way, just, oh man, it makes my blood boil. And not just him. I am highly against any kind of animal abuse in any form. And it's just, you deserve to die. In Minecraft, whoops, I meant to mute my mic, but yeah, you don't deserve to breathe air if you're that type of, you're not even a person, you're just, I don't even know, man. And the thing is, with these animals, their only purpose is to love you and to get love from you. And a lot of them, no matter what you do, they still try to love you. No matter what. It's so fucking sad what people do, especially dogs. Oh, God. The pit bulls with the fighting and, like, these bastards breeding them and, like, doing all this crazy shit to make them super violent. Like, you fucking bastard motherfuckers, man. Like, ooh. They all need to be taken out. They all need to be fucking taken out. God damn. Yeah. So that's how I feel about that. So, anyway, I guess we can move on to the next topic of the title of the video, which is what again? What can I bring to the LCU? So, I was planning on telling y'all my history in the LCU, which I think I've kind of done before. Back when I was doing Becky videos, I did my history with Becky Boop, and I kind of in those videos I talked also about my history in the LCU, but that was a few months ago. And if you're in the LCU and have been for any amount of time, then you, like me, know that LCU time is completely different from real time. A month in the LCU is like a good 6 months real time at least. Like if you say, "Oh, what happened 3 days ago in the LCU?" I don't know. Like so much, like you can't keep track. Like literally, time is fucking different, especially when there's like 18 goddamn shows 24/7. Like all these different hosts and this and that. Like before, there was just like 2-3 shows, and there was Locale Live, Locale Queens, Locale Rewind. And I think like Aussie came and like Tech or Test or some shit. Like I don't know, some of these channel names like they don't even make any sense. Like Locale Test. What the hell were they ever testing? They weren't testing anything. Locale Tech. They're supposed to be talking about tech. Did they ever talk about tech? I don't think so. Locale Aussie. There's no Australians hosting that shit. And even if people think it, Rastov, he's not Australian. He's from New Zealand. Huh? And Keem does say that the name doesn't matter, but I would disagree in that. I mean, I guess it all depends, but there is something in a name. Maybe not in the LCU, technically. In the LCU, there's not really much in a name, I guess. You could call it Locale Shit, and people will still watch. Locale Fucking Retard, people will watch. Well, and speaking of retard, yeah, the LCU is a bunch of retards, a bunch of retard hosts with a bunch of retard viewers. So it's retards watching retards. Don't go full retarded. The LCU is full retarded, for real. Like, Glammy Lammy. I can't stand the fucking bitch. So fucking cringy and retarded, I can't stand it. But Keem seems to love her for some reason. I'm kind of looking like Elvis or something right now. Thank you very much, baby. But yeah, Keem seems to like love this bitch, and she's been on like every fucking show with every fucking host, and she's an idiot. She's like brain dead, like for real, fucking. There's nothing there. Kind of like him, except in a dumb way. Michael Myers, the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. But with this bitch, it's more like the dumb eyes, the retard eyes. Yeah. And that's just one of these select few morons. Like, oh my god. Look, I don't have to explain it. If you watch the LCU, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about my history in the LCU, which I'll try to summarize it because I don't want to go on and on and on. I tend to do that, and I'm not trying to do that. It's fucking 2:24 in the morning. I gotta get up at like 8:39. I gotta be at work at 10. So fuck. See, I actually work. You know, some people like work. Some of the rejects in the LCU call that work and then complain about that work that you don't have to fucking, oh yes, son of a bitch. That you don't have to physically go anywhere to get there. You don't have to spend any gas money. You don't have to waste miles driving there. You don't have to take any public transportation. You don't have to walk. You don't have to ride a bike. You don't have to do shit. You're just already there, and some people can't even make it on time to do that. And they don't even have to fucking go anywhere. Just sit your fucking fat ass in a chair and fucking click a button. Can't even do that. Anyway, real quick, my history in the LCU. So, I never knew anything. Not that I didn't know anything, but I didn't give a shit about anything drama related. Like, I knew who Keemstar was. I've heard of his name. Never watched any of his content. Didn't know anything about it. Or any of these other fucking YouTubers that he talks about. And, like, a lot of the LCU people talk about. Guests that have been on Local Live while Keem was there. I have no idea who they are. And they would, you know, Keem did this thing to where he would have these guests on, even if they were big YouTubers or whatever, in whatever genre they were in. They had, like, no introduction. It's like they knew each other okay. They'd come on and just start talking. Whereas, like, 70% of the audience had no idea who the fuck they even are. You know. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, I mean, I've been in it like a year now, so I know some names and this and that. But for the most part, I don't give a fuck about any drama shit, aside from the LCU. I don't know why I give a shit about that, but, you know, I question myself all the time. Why am I watching this? Why the fuck am I watching this? This is stupid. This is fucking stupid. And people are paying hundreds and thousands of dollars a night, a week, a month, to watch this dumb shit. I mean, look at Boogie. Bro. Like, his actual content when he says normal stuff, he's actually kind of funny and shit. Like, he put up a vlog from, like, months ago back at Fan Camp when Rastov came to the U.S., and it was, like, a decent vlog. And I commented, I'm like, Boogie, Steven, you know, if you were your fun, normal self like this on Local Live, the show would actually be good. But he, like, thinks he has to put on this performance of being a fucking fat retard idiot. And I think he's actually a pretty smart guy. But, you know, it's like, dude. And it's so see-through. Everybody knows it's fake, but still watches anyway. And I guess that's part of the whole shtick, is it's a fucking act, and you know it's an act, but then act like it's not an act. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking weird. And you should see some of the fucking donations that these people make. I mean, first off, donating. I'm guilty of doing it, you know, super chatting, so your fucking little message gets highlighted and stays up for a few seconds, and people get reactions. I guess it's like a little dopamine rush for that few seconds or whatever. Oh, Keem said my name. Which, you know, it's kind of cool at the time. ETX super chat is, you know, it's just stupid. It's, if you sit down and think about it, it's fucking stupid. And then when you really think about it, the word donating, I said this before, donations, that would imply to help somebody in fucking need that needs it. Not a goddamn multi-fucking millionaire. You're donating to a millionaire. Dude. Multiple millionaires. And I do it too, and I feel like an idiot when I'm doing it. Why do we do this? Why do we watch it? Why do we care? Why? Because for whatever fucking reason, this stupid shit that this fucking idiot King came up with is fucking brilliant, and it fucking works. Because, like anything else, drugs, food, whatever addiction you have, you want that little rush for that couple seconds or whatever, and you're just fucking in it. And all the shit that goes with any other addiction is the same. It's applicable here as well. So that's why. But I've questioned myself sometimes. I'm like, why am I watching this? It's so fucking dumb, dude. It's so stupid. Like, what the fuck? These people are idiots. Why am I watching this stupid ass shit? Oh, I'm going laggy. Ugh! It's like, seriously, why the fuck am I watching this retarded ass shit? Like, I know it's retarded. They are retarded as well. The people in chat are fucking... Everyone's retarded. It's a big retard fest. ETX super chatted $20. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's so stupid. Like, I'm saying this out loud, it sounds ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Hey, all right. What's up, Ashley? I saw you the other night on Alpha. Yeah, man, the shit is crazy, but it's a formula, and it's a fucking formula that works. Keem's pockets are getting lined 24/7. Shit from multiple, like a lot of different things, but LCU, namely, it's crazy. Do you know how much the fucking LCU makes in a day? In one day? Bro, he's getting stupid money from this, whether he's on it or not. You know, it's wild, man. But anyway, how I even got into this to begin with. So, for those of you that know, I've been an Angry Grandpa fan for a long time. Okay? Over a decade. Just about as long as I've been on YouTube. Because I started on YouTube like 11 years ago, but the thing is, I never stayed consistent with any channel or any content that I've had until this one. Alright? But anyway, right around the time that I first started making content on YouTube, I also started watching Angry Grandpa, Kid Behind the Camera, Bridget, Tina, and also McJugger Nuggets, Jesse. I watched Angry Grandpa and Mike. I watched them for about 4 years before Grandpa actually passed away. Because I started watching sometime in like 2014, I think, and he passed away in 2017. And then I was watching Mike for like a couple years after that. But then we had a bit of a falling out online like 6 years ago. I think it was like 2019. And sorry, I was going laggy for a second. OBS does this like every 5-10 minutes. I'll go laggy for a second, 2-3 seconds, a second to 3 seconds, and I don't know why. But anyway, I stopped watching them for a little while, I think. I don't know exactly, because I was watching some videos like last night that I don't remember seeing, but then I saw my comments and I'm like, oh, I must have watched it. But then I started watching them again, like really all like every day about a year ago. And then at some point somewhere I saw that, you know, he was talking about Local Queens and this and that. And I think that's the first show I started watching. And it was like the first week of January. So it was about a month after they actually started. I wasn't there for the beginning of it. Of Queens, I mean. But pretty close, you know. like I said, it was like the first week of January, and then I subbed and became a member and all that blah blah. But there was like a month or two where it lapsed over. But Locale Queens and Locale Live are the two shows that I stayed a paid member to like this whole time. So, uh, and yeah, so I came into I started watching Queens, then Live, then this, then that, then you know, then got in the Discord, and then I started coming on panel. I was on Queens all the time. I probably came up on panel a good 10 times or so. If you go back and watch, actually, a lot of those videos that Becky, I was going to say you could go back and watch, but most of the videos that Becky were in were taken down, actually, but that's a whole nother thing. Um, and and yeah, that was pretty much it. That's how I got into it. Started watching, got addicted to it. Started watching it every day, and then like all the other whatever shows came with it. And then of course there'd be hosts I liked, didn't like, blah blah blah, talking shit, da da da. Hate watching. That's kind of how it started at first. And then like it seemed like after a short period of time, Keem already knew who I was from talking shit in chat. And then he would call me like the number one hater. It's like more or less joking around, but I talked to him a little bit in some VCs, like once or twice. I don't know exactly, but he definitely knows who I am. I mean, I know that. Um, I think I don't know about all the hosts now, but a majority of the hosts and co-hosts know who I am. I'd say a lot of the viewers also know who I am, just know my name because I talked a lot of shit at the time, but then kind of like laid off of that and was pretty, I don't know, like whatever. Came up on Queens all the time. Hold on, I gotta get a snack. I'm like fucking starving. Give me a second. I don't want to be like crunching in your guys' ears or anything. That's one of my pet peeves. People chewing, uh, especially taking a bite of something and then talking with their mouth full. It fucking drives me insane. So I'm gonna do that now. Give me a second. Not that anybody's even watching, but on the replay, give me a second. These new Doritos that came out recently, these Sriracha Doritos, Golden Sriracha, they're fucking fire, dude. They're really good. I like to use sour cream as a dip. I don't know if that's weird, but these chips and just straight sour cream because it like counters the spice. It's really fucking good. I love sour cream. Another thing I do sometimes, if I have it, when I'm cooking burgers in the house in the pan, sometimes I'll just, instead of eating it like a burger, I'll just, cut it up and then dip it in sour cream and eat it like that. Salt and pepper, that's all you need on most meat, poultry, fish. Salt and pepper. That's literally about it. The more you put on, the more crust and crispier skin you get. Cook it on the grill, whatever. But usually salt and pepper does it. But god damn, these are good. sorry, but not really. For me right now, it's 2:39 in the morning, so whatever. Mm. I'm a white boy, so typically I don't like spice, but in recent years, I've gotten into it. I mean, I didn't eat anything spicy like ever, hot sauce, none of that. But in recent years, I've acquired a taste for spice. However, I don't like a burn, overwhelming fucking burn. I like mouth is water. I need to get another bag. Spice with taste, flavor. You know. I'll get back to what I was talking about in a second. I'm finished. I just really need to get something in my belly, and I was getting a headache before. And anyway, what are you guys doing? Thor's looking at me. Mm. Damn, those are good. All right, note to self: don't touch anything with my right hand. Fuck, I apologize. I don't typically eat when I'm streaming, but I just need a snack. There's nobody here anyway, but on the replay, you can just, skip ahead. What the hell? What the helly? What the hell is even that? Actually, I gotta wash my hands now. I can't go. I can't be. I'm back. I apologize for that, but like I said, there ain't nobody watching. Not really gonna be anybody on the replay, so what the fuck does that even matter? Doesn't. However, when you're watching this, you right there. Oh, sorry, puppy. I don't know if I startled you. You're already looking at me. Just skip ahead, dude. Do that. Thank you very much, baby. Yeah, I really do have this Elvis thing going on tonight. Anyway, so whatever. This is getting boring. It's probably been boring. I apologize again. Anyway, I found out about the LCU from Michael. Started watching Queens, then Local Live, and then everything else, and became intertwined in this shit. Discord, etc., 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 coming up on shows, blah, 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 blah. Then Becky, the whole Becky deal. I was friends with her online. Everyone called me. Well, people that didn't like me, which doesn't matter what you do online, especially in the LCU. No, people are gonna going laggy. People are gonna love you and hate you, like no matter what you do, no matter what you do. Just what it is. You're online. So that's to be expected. Uh, Becky Simp, like anytime somebody got their panties in a bunch, Becky Simp, me. Dude, I got into, like, typically, I didn't really get into Discord little fights with people, but I would go out with people here and there. And there was, like, a small handful of people who I have never had any contact with whatsoever, not a message, nothing. And the only contact I've had with them is them talking shit to me. And then when I respond, then they keep going and going and going. And then I just ignore them or whatever. Like, there was a couple people who I wasn't in Discord for, like, or not in Discord, I just didn't, whatever it was, I don't know. But their name hasn't come out of anything I said in like a month or two. Like, I don't even know who these fucking people are. And then I would come in Discord. Oh yeah, because I didn't, because Discord, really, the LCU Discord is filled with a bunch of fucking idiots. And it's like a bunch of kids that just want to talk shit, and like, they're in there 24 hours a fucking day, dude. And there's like a bunch of these people who will specifically talk and chat in the fucking Discord, but won't chat while that show is live. So, for instance, they'll be watching, say, Locale Live, but instead of commenting in the live chat, they'll comment in Discord with other people like them, and they're like having full blown conversations, like while live is going on, instead of being in. It's so fucking bizarre. It's weird, dude. I don't. Anyway, and so after like a month of just like I was still there, I just didn't say anything because I didn't really give a fuck. I still don't really do much in the Discord. Like, I'll post something once in a while. Maybe I'll post a picture of Thor or something like that. I don't really do much in the Discord. Aside from, messaging, back and forth with certain few people, and that's about it. And just checking stuff here and there. But, like, I don't live in the fucking Discord like these people do. It's so fucking weird. But, like, I wasn't in there for, like, a month. Or I didn't say anything in there for, like, a month. And then I went there and said, I'll go in there and say hi. And I have, BETX, Becky Sip, all you little, and just like start shit. There's this one guy who followed me over to Twitter, and I posted something on Twitter, and this is like a month. I've never said anything to this person, nothing like that. Came into Twitter with the LCU shit onto something that had nothing to do with it or whatever. It's so fucking like, I'm like, dude, I haven't even thought of you, and here I say something after like a month or two of having nothing to do with you, and you're immediately like, it's so fucking, dude, talk about stalkers much? It's so fucking weird. It's like, you're clearly thinking about me. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Type shit. People are fucking weirdos, man. Anyway, so yeah, watching the shows, Becky, blah, blah, blah. Becky laughed, Becky lied, Becky cried, blah, blah, blah. I was a mod on Queens. People didn't like that. Got their little feelings hurt. And now it's just whatever. The main shows that I watch is just really Queens with Mike, Tina, and Savage now. And I don't even really watch Locale Live because Keem's not there. It's pretty much garbage. I mean, everything they do is stupid, more so than before. I watch Locale Bus when I can with Sweet Tea and Scooter, which I really don't like that name. I wish he would change his name. It sounds so goofy. Like, when I hear that, it reminds me of like some like retarded little kid. Sweet Tea, Scooter, who the hell? Dude, it's so hard to keep track. Nuts, it's hard to watch with all the gay shit with Albert and Johnny. Even if it's a joke, it's like Albert's fucking stomach. Like, dude, it's so gross, man. Like, put on a shirt, dude. Put on some socks. Like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? Again, even if it's a joke, like, it's not funny. You guys are bad actors. Like, ugh. Especially Albert. He can't act. at all, bro. It's so clear when he is. It's like Jesus Christ. That's what makes it even worse. Um, and then that's pretty much it. Pretty much, yeah. Queens and Bus. Uh, and I'll pop into other shows. I'll tune in here and there. I just started watching Alpha just recent, like within the last week, and then I was up twice, 2 nights in a row. The first night I was on for like a half hour. The second night I was on for like an hour. Um, because you know I'm trying to get an intern role so I could become a host. Get the intern role so I can start popping on other shows, this and that, and that leads me to what can I bring to the LCU and why would I even want to? Really, at this point, it's like, well, what I could bring to the LCU is this. One, unlike quite a few of the hosts and even on the flagship shows, I have been here. I have been here for about a year. I know whether I watch them or not. I know pretty much all the hosts and what's going on with them in the shows. Even though I don't watch all the shows, but the shows that matter, I know what's going on pretty much, more or less. You know what's going on. I have my opinion on the whole lot of them, pretty much. Uh, even the B circuit shows and stuff, and even like people on the main shows, like Billy. Like, he's okay. He seems like a nice guy or whatever, but I don't understand the appeal of these people and like why people like put them on such high pedestals. Like, oh, Billy, like, what? Like, he sits there with the fucking hood on inside and like says this. It's like, what's so entertaining? I don't get it. Uh, huh? You know, it's not to say I don't like them or anything, but it's just like I don't see them at this high altitude that other people do. Uh, even Mike and Tina and all that. Like, I talk shit on them plenty. Me and Mike had a falling out years ago. Even when I would come up on Queens and like in between, like I would talk shit on Tina and stuff. Because she would do shit that I liked and she did a lot of shit I didn't like. And when she did shit I didn't like, I would talk shit on that. But I'm just kind of neutral now, pretty much, because it's just Tina, and that's just what it is. Like, no matter what you do or say, it's just Tina, and that's what you're going to get. What you get is what you get, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have my opinion on all these motherfuckers, and I know the lore of the LCU. I actually know the lore. I know about the shows. And, not to mention, I have history on YouTube. I have history making videos, filming content, coming up with ideas for things, being in front of a camera, talking on camera, talking to an audience. Not right now, but talking in front of an audience. It's this whole online thing is way more involved than a lot of people think or seem to think. Especially if you're trying to do anything monetarily. Like, it's a 24/7 job that never fucking ends. And this is on a small scale. Imagine on a big scale, like him and what he has. I can't even really imagine it. I mean, it's like overwhelming all the time. And then, let alone on the line, but in the LCU in particular, tomorrow's not guaranteed. You could be on top right now, and then a week from now, fucking be tanked and then being canceled or some shit. You know, it's very up and down. There's not an even, aside from aside from Live in Queens, pretty much. I mean, Queens almost died, actually, after Becky left, and then Mike came back and saved it. And I said that, I'm like, Mike, you got to come back to Queens. And a bunch of other people were saying it too, but it was true. He came back and he saved the show. People say that Local Live is dead or the LCU is dead. It's not. It's not at all. It has a heartbeat that never fucking stops beating. It goes on 24 hours a day, whether you like it or not. Look How Live sucks without Keem. In my opinion, it's fucking stupid, retarded ass shit. I hardly watch it. And when I do tune in, I can't fucking stand it. But every time I tune in, it still has like 2,000, 2.2, whatever. It's still pulling the viewers, whether or not people are saying it's dead or not. People have been saying the LCU is dead the entirety of the fucking LCU, so take that as it is, for what it is. But yeah, I mean, what does ETX have to offer the ECU? What does ETX have to offer the LCU? Again, like I said, I've been in this about a year. I know the lore. I know a lot of the people, a lot of the hosts, a lot of the viewers. Of course, I would go fucking waggy that goddamn time. So I'll say it again. God damn it. What can ETX bring to the LCU? Fuck! What can ETX bring to the LCU? Well, I've been in this shit for about a fucking year. I watched all the shows. I was fucking a paid member on every show at one time when it was still 10 shows. I was a fucking paid member on every show between what I was doing and gifted membership. Still counts. I know the lore of the LCU. I know the people in the LCU. I know the hosts. I know the fucking viewers. The this, the that. For the most part, I know what's going on. I tune in daily. You know, it's not like I watch and like I skip 2 weeks or some shit. No, I've been watching every fucking day since the first week of January. Michael and Tina and them been watching for years before they even came into the LCU. You know, so and then again, there's people on flagship shows that have just come into this in the last couple months that don't know anything about most of the shows, or Michael, or Angry Grandpa, or anything, have no history online. I have history online. I've been making content online for years. I know how to talk in front of a camera. I understand what you have to do on YouTube and online and how to get into the algorithm of things. I'm not shy on camera. I know how to talk to somebody else, especially having a co-host, bouncing things back and forth, coming up with show ideas, show notes for future shows, what we can do, actually sitting down and having a meeting and talking about what you're going to do prior to the show coming on, making sure the show is set up, 10, 15 minutes before you go live. Make sure everything is running smoothly, audio good, video good, all that good shit. I run OBS. I know how to run OBS. Most of the people in the LCU don't. It's relied upon one person. I think every host in the LCU should be mandatory for you at least to know the basics of fucking OBS. What if that host is sick or some shit, instead of having somebody come on from another show that already has an obligation to do one show or two shows, now they gotta go here, they gotta go there. No, it shouldn't be like that. And each host should bounce stuff off of one or the other. So they shouldn't have fucking docket teams. Like, what is this? This isn't a 10 million subscriber channel where you need a team of fucking retards to come up with retarded shit. If you have a show, you should, first off, to have a show in the LCU, and this is what I bring too, I know what a fucking opportunity it is to have a chance in the fucking LCU. A lot of these fucking people that come in, how many have we seen come and go? They don't even know what they're coming into, let alone the opportunity that they fucking have. It's kind of really unbelievable. But I am well aware. I know the opportunity that one has within the LCU and what it can turn into. I've seen it with countless people here already. And Keemstar, regardless if you like him or not, think he's a fucking retard, no motherfucker or not, he knows what the fuck he's doing. Mike knows what the fuck he's doing. Like, these are not dumb people. Regardless of the contrary, there's a fucking model here, and they have every intricacy of that model tight. They got it down, and it fucking works. Obviously, it fucking works. If it didn't, there wouldn't be 18 goddamn shows 24/7, 10,000 shows, 10, 20 million hosts, all this dumb shit. All right? And a lot of these dumb motherfuckers, again, they don't realize. They don't know the lore. They come into these shows and they don't even know what they're talking about or who they're talking about. Fucking talking about goddamn fucking angry grandpa. I don't even know who the fuck he is. Like, what? It, like, makes me... It's annoying, dude. And me... I'd say the only real reason I haven't become a host on any of the shows thus far is because of what I've already talked about prior. And I was talking about when I was on Local Alpha the other night with Phantom. It's just hasn't presented it really hasn't presented itself to me yet. It's just a matter of finding the right show with the right people on the right time. And those three things have not happened. The only time I ever tried out for a show was back when fucking Madhouse was still a thing. Some of these hosts now don't even know what Madhouse is or was. Dude, it's fucking... Anyways, I was talking to David Jaffe behind the scenes about becoming a possible fourth with them. And to show you how lazy a lot of these people that have these shows are, that don't come up with anything, don't come up with show notes or show ideas or even talk to their fucking co-host 10 minutes before they go on of what they're going to do or what. I was talking to Jay behind the scenes, and there was one day where I was watching Madhouse, and I came up with a full page of show notes and show ideas for possible future shows within the time of just sitting there watching the show. Okay? I need a fucking docket team. Maybe, like, come on with this stupid shit. It's so unbelievable. Like, all this shit you could do yourself. Like, this isn't millions of fucking followers and shit. Like, if it's Keem or somebody else, then okay, I can understand it because they don't want to do it. Pay somebody else to do it. Fine. But these shows with no fucking viewers and shit like that, every time I hear docket team, I cringe. Like, ugh. And then the docket team is like 2 or 3 fucking Discord retards that like really like Local Illuminati, like for real. Like it's so fucking bizarre, man. But yeah, I can actually do the work. I'm good on camera. I know how to talk, and it's one thing. And that's the thing, you have to have, I like how Keem implemented that they have to do these report cards or whatever to Keem before they go on and like have a show idea. That's actually a good idea because even if you have a co-host, it's much easier to have a co-host to bounce things back off. You know, one person talks, you go back and forth. That's much easier than having a co-host but then don't have any topics to talk about or a show idea or goals or anything like that, and you're just like freeballing. And that's when I noticed when I went up on Alpha those 2 nights, because, well, it's not like, you know, I don't have a show with him or anything, but I was just saying, just freeballing it like that, it doesn't work. You need to have an idea before you go on. You just have to, you know, or at least a good idea of what you're going to do. And again, with a co-host to talk about that stuff, to go back and forth and like, dude, and yeah, and like, most of these people don't even know how to use Discord, let alone fucking OBS or anything else. It's unbelievable. It's so crazy, dude. It's so fucking crazy. You can't even like pull people in and out of Discord or fucking make a goal or like, huh? What the fuck are you talking about? It's crazy. And some of these people are making good money and don't do any of this shit. They just fucking show up. Dude, it's just like, I don't know. Keem, if you see this, which is highly unlikely, man, give me a fucking host on some show. I don't know what show, but yeah, so what I was trying to say, I was talking to Jeff behind the scenes about possibly becoming a fourth with them, which is already too many. But then his dumb ass went and talked shit on Brantley one day, which was completely idiotic and just in bad taste. And of course, Keem came up there, fucking fired his ass and canceled the fucking show. And he deserved it. He was stupid. And then that same day, I actually was on panel, and I was talking to Jeffy about something, and I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that, but he told me with his own mouth that he was a Kamala Harris supporter. After he told me that, and then anything I watched after that just like made sense. I'm like, I can't with this guy anymore. Anyway. And then after that, I was like, well, what the hell? I'm like, well, fuck, there goes my fucking potential opportunity of becoming a host on fucking Madhouse. And the only reason that I went towards Madhouse to begin with was because it wasn't, unlike all the other LCU shows, which are drama-based, it was not drama-based. It was centered around, like paranormal and true crime and conspiracy theory and like comics and gaming and this and that, which is all the things that I'm interested in. But then, like I said, he was fired, show was canceled. Then Madhouse turned into Locale Dark, which I thought was going to be an iteration of Madhouse, which it wasn't. Was never given a theme or anything like that. However, they were doing tryouts for it. The first night they did tryouts, I came up on panel. When I was on panel, it was Tech was there, Rastov was there, and Billy was there. And then they were going to do like 2 or 3 nights of regular tryouts, and then if you made it to round 2, you were going to do a second night the following week. Well, I made it to round 2, but round 2 never happened. And then Locale Dark turned into Locale Dolls. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And then since then, like, remember Keem was doing some tryouts another time. He was doing them on live for some other shows, but like, I didn't like the way they were doing it. The way he was doing it, he was having like random Discord people come up, like 2 people that don't know each other, and like have them talk shit again. It was just so stupid. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm not doing that. So I didn't even bother going up. And then the only other times that he did tryouts for anything, it was like the B Circuit shows in recent times. One morning I was watching, Keem just happened to be on. It was like a random Saturday or some shit like that. But I was getting ready for work, and I was at work, so I didn't, I think that was the last time. Aside from just the other day, I tried, because he was doing tryouts, but the thing is, he goes on at fucking 6 o'clock. I usually work until 8 o'clock p.m., so I don't even work anyway. And aside from that, right now, it's the lowest performing show in the entire LCU. Which I don't know why he doesn't have more viewers. Locale Alpha with Phantom, I don't know why he doesn't have more viewers. Like, he's way more. Like, I don't get it. He should have that channel should have way more viewers than it does. I should have way more viewers than I do now, which is 0. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy, man. And then the first night, I was up there for like a half hour, and at the end, I was like, so what do you think? I'm like, think I can get that intern role? It's like, I can't give you an intern role. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, like, I thought you could. I could have sworn you... But no, he doesn't have the power to do that. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, I could put in a word for you or whatever. I'm like, all right. And then I came on the next night for about an hour, which was Tuesday night. But unless he switches time slots anyway to a later time, which he was talking about possibly doing, it wouldn't even work anyway. He mentioned Alpha or Crypt, which kind of, it kind of falls in the line, but that's with Tech, and I don't like Tech. He was on Madhouse. He was with Jaffe. I think he's an idiot. I mean, I think everybody in the LCU is pretty much an idiot, but like him and like he's one of the ones that I actually don't like. I don't think he's funny. I don't like his personality. Like the shit he says, the way he talks, it's not and he looks terrible, by the way. From the time that he was on Madhouse until now, he doesn't look good. I don't know, dude. I don't think he's funny. He just go like, ugh. You want to talk about going on and on and on and on and on? It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's like, do you ever shut the fuck up? And the thing that these people do too, is like, they'll have one thing that really bothers me that hosts do or don't do, especially on smaller shows, is not engaging with chat. It's like, you're a small show. You have 100 people watching and commenting in chat, or 200, and you're just sitting there blah 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 blah. It's like, what the? You're not even looking at chat. How are you not even acknowledging these people that are paying to watch your bullshit to begin with? I don't fucking get it. What? Read chat, you fucking idiots. These people, hold on, OBS. Read fucking chat. Engage with their goddamn motherfucking audience as part of the show. It's an interactive fucking live stream, you idiots. And then when you have a co-host, it's an interactive live stream fucking podcast. The audience is a major fucking role in that. If there's no audience, you wouldn't be getting paid hardly anything. Shit. YouTube on views and shit these days, it ain't shit. The money is super chats and fucking memberships. That's just what it is. That's where the money's at on YouTube in 2025. It's fucking super chats and fucking memberships. Gifted memberships. Subscriptions, obviously. And then these motherfuckers are lucky enough to have this fucking opportunity on Keem's fucking platform, and they act like they're holier than thou. And like, to not even barely acknowledge when you have 100 or 2 people in there, it's fucking crazy. Compared to the other shows that have 2,000, 3,000, whatever, it's, I understand at that point. It's, can't read everything, but when you're on at 4 a.m. and you have 150 people watching, and you're just fucking, and you're by yourself, you don't even have a co-host, and you're fucking droning on and on and on and on, and you're not engaging at all, reading anything, like, who the fuck are you? That just shows what a prick you are. And that's Tech Protect. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking little dweeb. I don't like him. He's a fucking fat, retarded blob. And now he has no facial hair because he's a fucking moron. So that's Tech Protect. I'm not going on a fucking show with this fat fucking idiot. So, Crypt ain't happening if this fat fuck is on it. That's my feelings on him. I don't like him. And there's a few people like that. I mean, some of the hosts like, yeah, they're a fucking idiot. But there's a few hosts that I don't like that. And he's one of them. Whether he knows it or not, I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck. So, anyway, that's my spiel on the LCU. My history in the LCU. What I have to offer the LCU. Why I would even want to be a host in the LCU with all these other fucking idiots. Half of them don't even fucking realize the fucking potential, the fucking opportunity that they have. They don't even understand. They can't even grasp it. They don't know the lore. They don't know the people. They don't know fucking shit. And these assholes have shows and I don't. What the fuck? Could I have gone up on more shows? Yeah. Could I have done stupid shit? Poured fucking... Like, that's another thing. I'm not with all that shit. Like, I don't know if you can see my background, but I keep my house clean, spotless. Like, even these little bags of chips in the cans right now are bugging me. I need to go throw that shit out when I'm done. Like, I don't keep a messy house. I don't. And you'll be damned to hell if I'm going to sit here with my expensive equipment I paid a lot of money for, and my fucking clean house and start dumping shit on myself to splatter all over fucking everything, getting the little crevices of shit on the fucking walls. What are you, fucking nuts? On the carpet, all this bullshit? No, hell no. Even if I put something down, no way. The smells, all this shit. If I were to do any dumb shit like that, it wouldn't be in the house. It'd be fucking outside. And even then, like, well, my neighbors seeing me and shit like that, like, what the fuck? I don't know where I'd go. I don't know if I couldn't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do that. To rely on to have to do that shit. You know, as far as small things, like, I don't know. I'm not into the humiliating yourself for fucking money. Like, I don't know. Like, it works. It works on Queens. That's about the only place it works. I ain't shaving my fucking head. I'm not shaving my fucking eyebrows off. What the fuck? I have a full-time job, dude. IRL job. I work 9 hours a day. I'm gone 11 hours a day, 5 days a week. Just go if I don't go anywhere else. Be damned if I'm shaving my eyebrows off for fucking 20 members or some shit. Just fucking suck a dick. Fuck. Hell no. But hey, that's me. And maybe for that reason, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I say, it works some places, other places it doesn't. Some people it works with, some people it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I think I said pretty much everything. What do you think, Thor? He's not amused. So, anyway, guys, that is pretty much it for this live stream. It is 3:20 a.m. And that's a wrap. So again, you have been watching ETX Live. I'm your host, ETX. Now, a few things. Obviously, this fucking channel isn't monetized yet. I'm getting close. Closer and closer. Day by day, week by week, I'm getting there. But I need your help to get there. If you watch my content, whether it's my live streams, my gaming live streams, my shorts, my long form of the mask, comics, collectibles, movie prop replicas, whatever. If you like the content, if you enjoy what you're watching, take your little paw there and fucking tap the like button. It takes a fucking fraction of a second. Doesn't cost you anything. At the very least, the fucking like button. I mean, come on. That's one thing I don't understand, too, about people who consume online media and watch the same people daily and stuff like that and don't like the video or don't comment or don't subscribe. Like, I don't get it. If you like who you're watching, do those things. It takes a few seconds. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your feedback. I will actually fucking interact with you on a small scale or a large scale. The larger, I mean, I'll try and do my best no matter where this goes. But, fuck. Share the video. Wherever. I don't give a fuck. Where? Just share the motherfucker. Subscribe. If you're watching this shit and you want to see more or old stuff, I have a whole catalog of fucking videos. Thousands of hours of content. Hundreds of fucking videos. Go back and watch it. You don't even have to watch it. You can have my shit playing on another phone, another computer, another TV. Put on a fucking playlist. Let that shit play 24/7. Dude, if 10 people did that daily, I would be monetized so fast. My head would spin. If every one of you idiots subscribed, dude, I don't even know how many subscribers. There's like 3/4 of my viewers aren't subbed. It's like 75% or more of my viewers are not subscribed, which I don't get. Like, I don't, like, why do you watch, like, what? It doesn't compute. Fucking subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Set it to all. It's like, do a few little fucking taps. Doesn't cost you shit. Ain't gonna hurt you. You know, all it's doing is helping me in the channel and the fucking algorithm and shit. Don't you want to see the video where I'm like, hey, motherfuckers, I'm at 1,000. Hey, I'm fucking monetized. I don't have to have the stupid Cash App shit here. Like, come on, man. I got a fucking year and a half into this motherfucker so far. This shit's burning me out and I haven't even started making money yet. What the fuck? This shit's crazy, dude. And yeah, I mean, had I stayed more consistent, I'm sure I would have hit these thresholds already. But I didn't stay consistent enough. I'm still not consistent enough now, god damn it. But I'm fucking trying. But dude, like the video, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell set to all. It's like a few little fucking taps, dude. It's like, how many fucking times do you tap your screen a fucking day? Think about that shit. How many times a day do you tap your phone? Thousands? Thousands. Bro, it's a few fucking taps, a fraction of a fucking second. Just do it. God damn it. Like fucking Shiloh. Just do it. Just fucking do it. God damn, motherfuckers. Doing this shit just to piss me off, I think. Right, Thor? He says right. So. Anyway, you fuckheads. Do all that shit. And like it. Anyways. With that being said, again, I'm your host, ETX. You've been watching ETX Live. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. When you do so, if you haven't, which you should have, hit the notification bell set to all. So that way you get notified every time I upload a new video or go live, like tonight. Like last night. The night before. You don't have to search me, ETX. It just pops up, ding, ETX is live, ding, ETX is live, ding, ETX is live. What the fuck? You know how this shit works. At least you should. If you don't, then you're as retarded as all the people in the fucking LCU are. Which includes me, because I'm in it and I'm a viewer, so I guess I'm just as retarded, but some more than others, you know? So yeah. And then, of course, if you want to continue to see more content like this, which you should, because why wouldn't you? Then stay tuned. And my sweet little co-host and I will see you right there. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. You haven't done it yet. What? I'm not joking.